Hi.
Yo, what's up, dude?
What's good, man? How are you?
Great, man. Thanks so much for doing this.
You bet. Thanks for having me. This is so rad.
Well, congratulations. I feel like it's a. How does an album release day feel for you as an artist? Is it like a birthday of sorts?
Dude, it really is. I was kind of joking about it earlier. It felt like Christmas today. Like I
Okay.
didn't I was up late last night waiting for the album to come out everywhere, and then I slept till like 6 a.m. and I was just up like looking at people's comments, seeing what people thought. It was just, yeah, it's crazy.
That's rad.
I
How's
love
it
it.
compare to like when like now, of course, in the streaming age, like when you used to stay up late or when your album would be out in the store versus now it's like the clock strikes 12 on the East Coast and it's everywhere. Is that a little different?
Yeah, it's a trip. Like in a way though, it's kind of the best thing ever because I love knowing that everybody gets to share in it simultaneously. Like it's available
Totally.
worldwide, and you get that moment where suddenly everybody's discovering it all at once, and it's just, I don't know, it feels really communal, and
Yeah.
especially like right now, given everything that's going on, and we're sort of all stuck at home and holed up. It was kind of amazing, like to share in that moment with everybody, even though we're all so far apart.
Oh yeah. Now I've heard you're going to be very kind, Alex, and treat us to three songs today.
I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do
All
my best.
right.
Yeah, these new songs are, it's wild to learn because obviously, you know, I don't typically when we put an album out, the first thing we do is go play as a band, and so I'm like having to relearn all these songs, just me, on a little old acoustic guitar, and it's been an interesting challenge because obviously, like we a lot of people start by writing on acoustics, but we actually write and build out the songs as a full band. So
Oh,
um,
really?
I'm working backwards here, and it's been a fun challenge. But yeah, it's like it isn't without its hiccup moments, you know.
Oh, totally. Well, this will be all the more exciting. So, you'll treat us to a song, and then we'll ask a question, and then another song, and we'll just take it from there, man.
I love it, dude. That's awesome.
Rad. Take it away, dude.
Cool, man. So this song is the first song on the new album, Wake Up Sunshine, and it's called Some Kind of Disaster. I'm a liar, I'm a cynic, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint, I'm a loser, I'm a critic, I'm the ghost of my mistakes, and it's all my fault that I'm still the one you want. What are you after? Some kind of disaster, yeah. I woke up from a never-ending dream. I shut my eyes at 17. I lost every moment in between. Let the sun rise up and swallow me. Yeah, and it's all my fault that I'm still the one you want. I'm a liar, I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I'm a loser, I'm a critic, I'm the ghost of my mistakes. And it's all my fault that I'm still the one you want. What are you after? Some kind of disaster. Woo! I crashed down from a high and it felt so real. I never knew how much you would hurt to feel. You gotta hurt sometimes to learn to heal. Gotta get back up and learn to deal. Yeah, and it's all my fault that I'm still the one you want. I'm a liar, I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I'm a loser, I'm a critic, I'm the ghost of my mistakes. And it's all my fault that I'm still the one you want. What are you after? Some kind of disaster. Well, I've sung this song 1,000 times. I wore the crown, I sold the lie. I lived the life and paid for every crime. Yeah, it's all downhill till it's a climb through blood and tears, but I don't mind. I'll just keep singing on and on and on. And it's all my fault that I'm still the one you want. 'Cause I'm a liar, I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint, I'm a loser, I'm a critic, I'm the ghost of my mistakes, and it's all my fault that I'm still the one you want. Yeah, it's all my fault that I'm still the one you want. What are you up to? Some kind of disaster.
Oh, bravo, dude. I didn't hear any hiccups in that, man.
Thank you
That
so
was
much.
amazing.
I almost missed a chord, so it was real close.
Can we all just in the chat right now appreciate how rad this is? That I know there's so much stuff going on in the outside world, but that Alex is literally just playing us music on our phones right now. It's just like the coolest thing, dude. So thank you very much.
It's so fun. Thank you first of all for having me. This is so sick. But and thank you all for being here in the chat and watching. It's so cool, like what's going on right now with basically everybody being forced to do these things through, you know, usually we'd be in your studio probably doing this or filming
Right.
it somewhere all together. But I will say there's something really cool and special about doing it this way. When everybody is, it just kind of, it's very disarming and like special. I don't know. Like watching people from other bands, artists I love, doing this exact same thing is a very inspiring and cool thing. Everybody's just in their PJs and their living.
Oh, totally.
It's rad.
Yeah, it's humbling and humanizing, and yeah, it's beautiful.
I back it.
All right, let's get to some fan questions again. I'm sure you know the deal, but these were taken from around the country. Janelle Erickson wants to know, what do you draw your writing inspirations from? Do you write about the past more than the present?
No, not necessarily. I write just as much from present experience as I do from past, and sometimes those things even collide. Like because of something that will happen in recent years or in like, you know, last week or whatever, it'll give me a new perspective on something more significant that happened in the past, and that will, you know, I'll approach writing a song differently because of that. You know, I'll be telling a story or recounting a story from years ago, but it kind of takes on this new meaning, new life, new light through a new experience. And I think that's kind of always a cool way to see your influences and inspirations grow. And then I also write a lot about like I like to create these narratives based on things that have happened to me or to people close to me. You know, some of the songs on this record they're like about something I've seen Jack go through, or something I've seen Ryan go through, or something I've seen someone that's not even in the band but a friend of mine or a family member. Or, you know, I kind of pull from all over the place.
Would you tell Jack or Ryan that you were writing from their disposition, or would they just inherently know because you guys know each other so well? Or
I think there have been times when I've written something and like one of them, like Jack, will walk into the room and be like, "Is this about me? Is this about something? Is this about something that happened to me?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
That's awesome.
They usually figure it out.
Yeah. Cool. So, are you up for a second song?
Yeah, man. Sure.
Awesome.
Let's do it. So this was the second song that we put out from the record. It's good fun, and it's called "Sleeping In." You ready?
Let's do it.
So. Woke up on a Tuesday, felt like a Friday night to me. Never want to leave this bed. Tell me that you got nowhere to be. Can we stay all day? Lay low in our lazy luxury. Sex in our unsafe days. All day, it's a real good thing. Just like that. There you go, making it hard to stay on track. You got shit to do, you got work to fall right back into bed like it's all just a game. And we can't help that. No, we can't help that. So we fall right back, just like that. If I said I want your body, would you hold it against me? 7 in the morning, wanna listen to Split. Anything you wanna, baby, that's okay with me now. Closing up the curtains while you call out of work now. Turning off my phone while you take off your shirt now. Waste another day, another night, another weekend. We don't sleep, but we like sleeping in. Every day's a holiday. Stay up when it's cold outside, you know. Haven't left your place in days. Postmates and dirty laundry, just like that. Yeah, you're gonna make it hard to stay on track. You got shit to do, you got work, we fall right back in the bed like it's all just a game, and we can't help that, and we can't help that, so we fall right back, just like that. If I said I want your body, would you hold it against me? 7 in the morning, wanna listen to Britney. Anything you want, baby, that's okay with me now. Closing up the curtains while you call out of work now. Turning up my phone while you take off your shirt now. Waste another day, another night, another weekend. Without sleep, but we like sleeping in. Yeah, we like sleeping in. We like sleeping in. We like sleeping in. You said I want your body, would you hold it against me? 7 in the morning, wanna listen to Britney. Anything you want, baby, that's okay with me now. Closing out the curtains while you call out of work now. Turning on my phone while you take off your shirt now. Waste another day, another night, another weekend. We don't sleep, but we like. If I said I want your body, would you hold it against me? 7 in the morning, wanna listen to Britney. Anything you want, baby, that's okay with me now. We don't sleep, but we like sleeping in.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thank
Yo,
you.
the comments are going crazy. I know you're in the zone when you're performing there, but people are demanding an acoustic album from you guys of the new record.
Dude, we honestly, as I've been doing this, we've been fully intending to record a bunch of these songs acoustic because they translate so well. And right when we put some of these first songs out, we were actually doing some like little coffee shop style performances and stuff as a full band acoustic, and it just felt so rad. So we actually had that same exact idea, and we might have to figure out how to do it from a distance. I don't know, but like it is something that we're already talking about.
There you go. Great minds think alike.
Sure.
Let's get to some of these fan questions. Amy Lara wants to know what inspired you to write the songs like "Kids in the Dark," "Missing You," and "Therapy."
Wow. So Kids in the Dark was very much inspired, I think, by our somewhat of our legacy at the time, and then also kind of inspired by. Uh-oh, we got sirens.
Are they coming for us?
Yeah, I hope not. We were inspired by kind of concerts, the vibe at shows. I love the idea that like everybody in those rooms packed in together, losing their minds in the dark. It was like a story about that safe space for everybody, and so that's kind of where I approached Kids in the Dark. Therapy is a song about. I wrote that a long time ago, and it was kind of like one of the first times I kind of dealt with going through the process of going to therapy and things like that. And at the time, I kind of resented it. I kind of felt like, why do I need this? I'm not damaged goods. I'm not, whatever. And then through that process, very much realized that it's extremely helpful and a great healthy thing to do. And that song was sort of that realization, like me coming to terms with all of that at the time.
Right. How much did going to therapy, if you don't want me asking, Alex, improved you just as an artist? Not that that's the purpose of going to therapy, but did you see a change in the way that you approached music?
It's given me great perspective in coming to terms with darker times and wrapping my head around them internally. I think a big thing, at least I can't speak for others, and I get very sensitive on this subject because I don't ever want to like overstep because I'm not an expert. But like for me, being able to wrap my head around what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking is always the first step towards improvement. It's kind of, if I can feel like I can get a grasp on it and get my head around what's going on and realizing, hey, this is chemicals, this is, some bad feelings, some bad thoughts, some negativity in my life. And then I can start to kind of like work away at those things. That's what it taught me. And I think I was able to apply that in my life. And also, to writing songs. Whenever I get sort of writer's block or caught up in like, a bad moment where I'm not inspired or something like that, I can sort of apply those same techniques to getting me through that too.
Totally, man. This is a great question. Another one I want to get to. Raina sent this one in, and she wants to know, how do you feel knowing you inspire and help so many people with your music?
It's incredible. When we started this band,
15, 16 years ago, we absolutely had no idea that our music would reach people the way it has and have such a lasting kind of impression on people. I think that's the craziest thing to all of us, is that the fact that we are still here going strong all these years down the line, and people are taking that much away from it and holding on to these songs and saying that they affected their lives in some kind of positive way. It's just so mind-blowing, because we just started as a basement band wanting to make a lot of noise. And, you know, it's incredible. It's incredible. Anytime anyone shares a story like that with me, I'm just like mind blown.
How much of a trip is it, just because now you guys have accomplished so much and you've been doing this, 15, 16 years, that now newer artists who you might even enjoy their work are influenced by you? Is that a little bit of a trip at first?
It is a trip, man. That really, I would say that first happened to us with 5 Seconds of Summer.
Right.
Those dudes kind of were just getting their start, and they came over from Australia, and they were working with John Feldman on their first albums, their first music. And John asked me to come and write with them. And I didn't really know a whole lot about the band at that point. I just knew they had this crazy, rabid, like One Direction like following. And so I went and met the dudes. They're amazing. And we worked together on songs. And like in that process, they were like, we have to confess to you, like, you're a big part of the reason we're doing this. And it was, I've had that moment with like Mark Hoppus and Green Day and the bands that inspired us. And it was weird to be on the other side of it. I was just like, oh man, that's wild to think that we did that. But I mean, at the same time, it's very cool. I think it's all cyclical, and it's amazing to see that kind of stuff come around. And I'm honored to have inspired anybody, honestly. And those dudes are killing it. Proud of them.
So cool. One final question before we get to the last song, and then that'll take us out today. This comes from The Rockstar, and they want to know, how has this pandemic affected you guys in any way?
As a band, it's affected us a whole lot. I mean, obviously, we're putting an album out today, Wake Up Sunshine, and it's impacted our plans so much. I mean, we would be out on the road right now. Like I said earlier, we'd be playing shows. We would be doing meet and greets. We would be hugging our fans. We would be, out there for the people. And it's very strange. We've never gone through anything like this before as people or as a band. And so we're sort of just learning how to pivot around everything that's going on and work with it regardless, and still reach out and feel like we're connecting with everybody. It's very odd. And then, personally, I would say I feel very lucky. We have not been hit too hard by the effects of it. We've been fortunate enough to be in a safe place at home and just be able to kind of hold up and follow the rules and do what we need to do to keep everybody safe, keep our families safe, keep our friends safe. We've been, checking in on everybody a lot, which is kind of a positive from all of it. Like all of the FaceTiming I've been doing is more than I've ever done in my entire life. So there's a positive to it as well.
Awesome, dude. All right, what's the final song you're gonna give us today?
So, having had that conversation about some of our older songs and what the meanings were and stuff, I think I kind of want to play Therapy, if that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Take it away.
Yo.
My ship went down in a sea of sound. When I woke up alone, I had everything. A handful of moments I wish I could change. And a tongue like a nightmare, cut like a blade. In a city of fools, I was careful and cool, but they tore me apart like a hurricane. A handful of moments I wished I could change, but I was carried away. Give me therapy. I'm a walking travesty, but I'm smiling at everything. Therapy, you were never a friend to me. You can keep all your misery. My lungs gave out as I faced the crowd. I think that keeping this up could be dangerous. 'cause I'm flesh and bone. I'm a rolling stone, and the experts say I'm delirious. Give me therapy. I'm a walking travesty, but I'm smiling at everything. Therapy, you were never a friend to me. You can't take back your misery, arrogant boy like yourself, so no one has to get better off without you. They're better off without you, arrogant boy. Does it seem like you're supposed to? They'll fall asleep without you. You're lucky if your memory remains. Give me therapy. I'm a walking travesty, but I'm smiling at everything. Therapy, you were never a friend to me. You can keep all your misery. Therapy, I'm a walking travesty, but I'm smiling at everything. Therapy, oh, you were never a friend to me. You can choke on your misery. Woo!
Bro, goosebumps over here, dude.
Thank you.
Dude, that was beautiful, man.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well, this went by so fast, Alex. Thank you so much. Of course, the most important information: the record's out right now. Wake Up Sunshine. You also got the band Communal on there. Black Bear's on there.
Yes.
15 new songs, and just thanks so much. I think did I see tonight you're gonna be hanging out with Emo Night?
Yeah, doing Emo Night tonight. Not long after this, we're actually going to be live on our Twitch as well, doing like a record listening party.
Oh, amazing.
So come join us on our Twitch if you're here watching. It's ATL Band, I think, is our account. Dude, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, that's so cool. Alex, talk to you soon, dude.
Later. Take care.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell for all notifications from radio.com. While you're at it, why don't you check out some of our other great videos.